Hello and welcome to the BuiltOnAir podcast. BuiltOnAir is a regular podcast where we talk with everyday people and learn about the amazing things they are doing with Airtable. Today's podcast is sponsored by OpenSide, the leading solutions provider for Airtable customers. Check out openside.com to learn more about their products and services that can take your Airtable usage to the next level. Use promo code BuiltOnAir to receive $20 towards any product purchase. Today, we chat with Kevin S. Lin, software developer, AWS consultant, and startup founder. After over 5 years at AWS, Amazon Web Services, Kevin set off on his own to help others get the most out of their cloud-based systems. His company, Thence, aims to help businesses put scalable systems in place, reduce costs, and make sense of the cloud. Kevin has a passion for data and uses Airtable to sort, track, and organize several aspects of both his work and personal life. He tells us about his latest project, a scalable knowledge base, which can be used to organize any amount of information and find it again in seconds. In today's episode, Kevin shares with us a demo of his product, BackupTable. BackupTable allows you to back up entire Airtable bases, every field of every table, for free. Users with a paid account can even back up attachment fields and set their backups to run on an automated 24-hour schedule.
Okay, so you should be able to see my screen at this point.
I do.
Great. So what I'm going to do, I'll just walk over the whole flow. So the tool that I built, it's called BackupTable, because I figure it's a descriptive name for what it is. And it's a single purpose thing. It backs up your Airtables and it backs up your attachments on Airtable. There's a list of features. And the way that you start, you create an account. So right now, I'm going to do a live demo because live demos never fail.
Yes.
Yeah. And I am going to do BuiltOnAir. So we're just going to create an account. And so just to make sure that you're an actual person, I send a confirmation code before your account is created. So if we go into the email, there we go, there's an update. One idea of the thought behind going through the whole user flow is to show that you can actually go from nothing to having your tables backed up in a couple minutes. This is not an extended process. So when you first create your account, what you do is you need to import your bases. So what you do, this part is actually quite interesting. We have a little bookmarklet that you can drag to your tools folder. And what you do is then you go to your Airtable and then you click the bookmarklet. And the reason that you do that is because Airtable actually doesn't give developers an easy way to access all the keys. And so the bookmarklet is able to basically scrape your tables in your account. And right now, that's the only way you can actually get the bases.
All right.
And so what this requires is your Airtable API key. So everybody has one. And if you don't know what it is, there's instructions on the site. One thing to note, though, is your API key. It's kind of like your password, so you don't want to share it with anyone. I'm going to show it here because this is a test account I just created for the purposes of viewing this demo, and it'll be deleted afterwards. But yeah, you enter your key, and then as you can see, we've picked up all your workspaces. Since this is a new account, it's just your sample workspace. So you have your workspace, you have your bases, and you have your tables within those bases. Then what you do is you just hit backup. And what is happening now is we are actually just getting everything from Airtable. Because you don't have a lot of data, it's already back now, it's been backed up. You can just download it, and what you get is a zip file. And when you open that zip file, what you end up with is you end up with all your tables and CSVs for every single table. If you had attachments, you would also get attachments. The only thing for the attachments is that, so BackupTable, there's a free tier where you can back up your table. But if you want automatic backups, where we back up every day on your behalf and also to save attachments, then it's a Pro account, which is $6 a month. And we're going to have a business account coming up next week where you also get to sync your backups with Google Drive and other third-party sources. If you want to see what that kind of looks like, I have, so I use my own product because I like having my tables backed up. And so anyways, you can see that I actually have a whole bunch of different workspaces. I actually have 2 pages of workspaces and tons of bases. And when we download here, something to notice, this is actually a 100 megabyte download because I have tons of attachments. But anyways, this is just a showcase of like the difference between like the basic and then the Pro version.
Yeah, please. I have to say, this is great.
Yeah, and the idea here is just, it's a really simple way for you to just have that peace of mind of knowing that if anything happens, you have your data and it's offline. And I know that for a lot of people, like Airtable is like what they run their business off of. And so it's just something to know that you have it in case something bad were to happen.
Absolutely. That's a huge problem a lot of people have been wanting to solve for a long time. And it sounds like you've definitely provided the solution.
Yeah.
I'd love to see, what's the download look like with all the attachments?
Yeah, so for the attachments, let's see, here is, so as far as what it looks like, we give you basically all your tables, and every table is a folder. For your attachments, they are just another entry in your folder. I'm trying to just remember which base I have attachments in, because I have a lot of bases. So I believe people too. So as you see, like I have like pictures of people. So the attachments are just the individual files within the folder. And then when you actually open the CSV, you have the link to those particular files.
Awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to put this together? I'm just curious.
Yeah, so to write the actual backup script for myself, that was maybe like an hour or 2. That wasn't very much, but to build up a SaaS service around it, because you're dealing with authentication, you're dealing with payments, which are handled with Stripe, you're dealing with membership, customer support, that process took probably closer to a month. That is like working on and off on it.
Right. So that's really, really cool. So BackupTable.com.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm totally going to go check it out myself as well.
Yeah, please do. And let me know. And right now I'm doing a special promotion where if you sign up for the Pro account, because the business account, the Google Drive syncing, that is something that we'll be releasing either next week or the week after. You'll get the business plan for free for the first 6 months if you are Pro at that time. Yeah.
Great. Well, that's perfect. We'll definitely put a link to it, to this in the show notes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's super cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yeah, no problem. And yeah, thanks for the interest. I'm always happy to talk about this stuff.
No, me too. I could talk about it forever, seriously.
Yeah.
I just love how it's every use case is a different story, different industry, and it really just fits pretty much anybody who wants to start using a database.
Yeah, exactly. It's, giving, it's, I think, like giving everybody that power, which like, it's a huge lever. It's a huge, I love tools. I love anything that can help people be better. And so I think Airtable is one of those things where like you can just take, you can take a person and make them that much more effective.
Absolutely. And it looks like your tool is adding to that as well. So
yeah, hopefully so.
No, I thank you for that. That's great. I know a lot of people that have been asking about how they can get automatic backups, so I will point them your way.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
No problem. And yeah, thank you again. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.